Hello, everyone, and welcome to the night's episode of the Plight of Princes. Very calm and relaxed session last week. Nothing happened. Around a campfire, there was a fire. It was just from an adult red dragon, and a party of Githyanki who were attempting to assault Sadie, apparently, to her distress and discretion. She found out. She knows that when you have that moment of silence with your finger up blue, it's like, if I scream in 2 seconds, I'm going to be a little shit.
Yep.
So the party eventually managed to survive the encounter, and eventually a harpoon struck through the floating castle, the floating tower of Zephyros, the cloud giant wizard who they've been accompanying. The harpoon then pinned the red dragon to the wall, which was also then attached to the side of a very, 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 very. I'm doing that one where it's just literally just an entire page of just very, 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 very big shit. And that is where we ended the stream last week. The Gith who were a part of this have disposed of themselves from the field, or have been disposed from the field. It is just the party that are left at present, along with a red dragon who is currently and quite frustratedly pinned to the wall. So,
nice. Keep them berries.
What is the party doing?
What up, dragon? How do you feel about those? As I say.
Oliver, would you like to be reminded that while the dragon is pinned to a wall, it's still movable to a point, and you're close.
And that's why I am hiding behind a giant stone chair, just shouting insults behind it.
So he's got high wisdom. He's not entirely stupid. He knows to insult from behind a barrier.
Yeah, behind a barrier, and also behind a blue bird as well. 2 layers of protection.
Doing it behind the bluebird is definitely low wisdom.
She's
because
like,
if you get her killed,
you're 2 foot taller than her as well. So hiding behind her's probably quite a feat.
No.
Also,
you were mistaken.
Also,
You're mistaken.
feeling...
I am crouched down as low as I can go, like behind you, and then.
This does not change the fact that if you are the result for the bluebird being killed, you have an entirely new list of threats.
I'm just picturing I'm like behind the thing, and I keep just poking my over the shoulders of this bluebird, just be like, haha. Like, I'm making faces at the dragon.
This constantly shaking, bleeding, and terrified bird.
I mean, she's also on a different plane currently?
No, she pops in and out.
In and out.
So, like, for a second, I'm like no protection and start getting scared, and then it appears again, and then my protected insult goes away, panic, comes back, protected.
I got the planar jitters.
I'm just going to.
The planar zoomies.
I'm just going to interrupt you by just catching up on what I said in the last session. Lo will be walking around, just basically yelling, "Bluebird, where's my bluebird? Bluebird."
It takes
Bluebird, where are you?
It takes like a couple of seconds before there's just a hi.
Hug, immediate hug. You're okay, I got you. You're okay.
And she pops out again.
Just give me a minute to stabilize.
Okay.
Blue,
I'm right here.
Blue, you can choose to end it, by the way.
She's a little scared, so she's just gonna sort of
You're okay.
for a bit
You're
first.
okay. Right here. We're all right here. Okay? We're all right here.
Okay.
After. Whilst this is happening. Yes, Posey.
I'm gonna send, while I've still got it, I'm gonna send the elemental over to help restrain the dragon.
Where do you ask the where do you ask the elemental to restrain the dragon at?
Just to like put like trying to
Dead weight him?
because it's obviously already it's already harpooned, so just like assisting, stopping it from breaking out as much as possible. Like
Keeping it-
helping with that. As
Keeping
much
its head just pointed up to the sky, so it can't breathe on us.
no.
Just clamp down.
Like an alligator with like the rubber band around the
Yeah,
mouth.
the
Basically
crab.
like that.
Yeah.
This elemental who's had his hands damaged just like reaches and grabs the maw and it just like pinned itself against the wall.
They have
whilst the two
a
golems-
biting force of 500 pounds, but only downwards.
So between that, the two stone giants, and the many griffins that are currently restraining it, it is pinned to the wall. I said stone giants, I meant stone golems. Whilst this is happening, and Loyalty is checking in, Posey is sending the elemental. At the entrance to the tower, it is just a very loud thump down as a cold breeze sweeps in. And a very familiar giant figure pulls up to the full height, did the three-man pose landing, is wielding two axes, but upon stepping in and seeing that the dragon is restrained, moves and reaches for something behind his back, and he pulls out this. It's weird. It looks like this is something that has been sized up to match him. It's an orb, banded by two dragons around the outside of it. One is gold and one is red. And he holds it aimed at the red dragon. Which suddenly, it's as if it's been not cowed of its own will, but it's weakened, fatigued. And as he steps forward, he takes out a massive collar from the side underneath pouch, and with his free hand slams it up onto the dragon's neck, and it closes. And you can already hear the snapping of the frills at the back of the dragon's neck as that part of the skin and tendon just gets pulled down, and it is too tight. It is like the equivalent of an elastic band that is too tightly put around someone's neck, and it is just held there. It's not choking, it's not strangling, but it is definitely pressured. At this point, the griffins vamoose out as Zephyros makes a noise for them. Just so I can get the fucking models off the screen. Jesus Christ.
Birds.
So many birds!
Birds.
That is.
Dispersed.
And then Harshnag steps in.
For a sec. Sure, let's
Looks
just turn to
around
the-
in more amazement than anything else that you're all there. And just puts his boot onto the back of the red dragon's skull, pushing it forward slightly. You see, it's very uncomfortable in this position.
Bluebird, you might want to avert your eyes.
She just cuddles up to you. Because a spell wears off now. She just
Okay.
cuddles up. It's very unhappy, very scared.
Hand, back of head, push into chest. Live here now.
Zephyros, this is definitely the most unorthodox way you've summoned me. Although, it's rare that you present a direct catch for me. I'll think of a new name for you later, when you're mine. So what actually happened here? I'm noticing a lot of viscera and a lot of gore. Was it just this dragon? Is Posey, you do a thingy up?
I go invisible.
You go. And ooh! It's like, well, now you're noticeable by your absence, but I did see you for a moment. Well, that's cool. Do that more. It's useful.
Basically, the dragon here had Yankee friends who were after this as I pulled the rod out of the
The
bag.
lightning rod, which is, it just starts even when it's on your like touch it, just
Stop.
Put it back.
You hear a
They're after this.
snapping. You hear a snapping as Harshnag sits down on the dragon's head, and one of the horns snaps as he just pins it down entirely.
Maybe it's just like as I've.
Yep.
I'm listening.
Anyway,
I just wanted
sorry.
to get a seat while you were talking.
Yeah. So basically, they were coming in after that. I guess they found a floating it's not really a castle, floating tower, I guess.
My floating domicile,
Yes.
which has been domiciled.
Sorry.
He's still putting out like the bottom of his beard, which had been caught on fire. It used to go down to like underneath like the thigh, but now it's like somewhere around the waist.
Oh.
Could I prestidigitate that?
You can't prestidigitate a beard.
That's why I'm asking.
Trust me, everyone will prestidigitate beards. They're like, oh, you want to have a beard?
No,
Boom.
to-
You want to lose one? Boom.
I
Just
think
to clean it up.
Oh, to put out the fire.
to put out the fire.
Yeah, you can use
Because I think-
prestidigitation to put out fires.
Yeah. That's more than okay. And it's just like a moment where there's like a little fade dust of just puffing and it's gone. Smoke
cool?
at the very least.
You cool now, dude?
Some fey magic and the flame is
Something's
gone.
gone.
I love you, kitchen fae.
Fucking. Anyway, so anyway, basically they came after me. They killed my companion, which I'll have to summon him back later, which is fine. Just have to get regions. And basically then called for you got called on the horn a while ago, and then now the dragon's pinned against the wall.
This is only the beginning of this dragon's humiliation.
That's it.
You just hear him, like he takes two fingers and puts them to either side and does a whistle. But it's not like what you normally hear for one of us to be a whistle, but it's more like as if two horns just went. And you hear two sets of wings. And landing in, you see two adult white dragons. Their eyes are entirely whited over, and they have a very similar collar on both of their necks. Arshana gets up off the dragon and pulls the harpoon through, much to its pain, and snaps it, which the chain then goes back through him. And as it's being pulled through, you can see there are spikes, so the entry and exit are both painful. And the white dragons then, holding and very easily seeming to control, but also entirely obedient to Harshnag, drag it right back over to the ship.
I was about to say this is like some. All right, hold on. Let me call the officers. All right, right.
Let me call my dogs.
Yeah. Well, I'm thinking more officers just like, right. What's going on here? Oh, this is your car.
You
All
want
right,
officers
let's go.
for stabbing? Yeah, I got my stabbing license here for the Queen.
All right, we got the Billy Club. Let's get him.
Okay.
Anyway, I'm sorry, my brain out of it.
Whilst Harshnag is focusing with the crystal, with this orb in the hand, the dragon is very easily moved and dragged and brought back over to the other ship. And you can immediately hear a commotion as it seems to try to regain its strength, and then that is very quickly silenced. I've never actually broken a red, so this is going to be interesting. I'm sure I'll get whatever information I can from him while he still has his mind. But until then, and in that lengthy process, do you need anything else here?
Mainly dragon, big dragon. Yes, big dragon. Mainly the
You'll
dragon.
find most dragons are big. That tends to
Yes.
be.
Yeah.
It's almost
yeah.
like saying that there's a large giant.
Yeah.
You handled yourself quite well if that was a full raiding party. A few of those have attempted to attack some outlying areas of my own. It's been fun. The raiders trying to attack raiders. It's very amusing. They can't punch up that well when we actually get into the air. The problem is they're much faster, so it's hard for us to actually keep up with them. But when we get to arrive when they've already engaged, it's fantastic. So, you at least found one more, so that is progress to what was mentioned to me by Her Majesties, correct?
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. I'm going to be taking the ship back to the north for a while. We believe that they may be causing issue in certain areas, and I want to find out where they're going to be going quite often and do as much damage as possible. Fortunately, I'm not able to actually locate many of the targets I need to go to.
So correspondence, right?
Seems like somewhat curious or bemused by what you mean by correspondence.
Correspondence. If we spot any more, we'll let you know, right?
If you can, yes, but you have no means to directly call the ship.
Well, fair point. Shutting up.
It can only be summoned by one of the horns, and the horns are entrusted to giants with important missions, like Zephyros here.
So, I'm not gonna ask about the mission stuff.
Smart boy.
Well, no, because I was thinking it out of character. I was like, if this man's on an important mission, why the fuck is he picking up hitchhikers?
Actually, what I just said is like, he's on a mission. Does he know that?
like just like
Is he aware?
driving around in his cloud, just. Hey, you guys need a ride?
Looks at smudged handwriting on hand. Save Furun. Does anybody know of a fun run happening in nearby?
Oh, that's right. I do have brownies in the fridge.
Cut off a marker.
Anyone got a Hugh Haas? I've got a Hugh Haas pickup here. Hugh Haas! Guys, I'm
Yeah,
looking for Hugh Haas.
It was just like, that's where it was just like, wait a second. This man is on a mission and he picks up some goddamn hitchhikers. Because they happen to have symbols that seemed that he knew. He's like, oh, actually, you know what? Yeah, go ahead, hop on.
You actually don't know why he straight up decided to give you a lift. You legitimately don't have a reason. If you want
Actually,
to
you know
ask,
what?
now's your time.
Zephyros,
Yes.
if you're on a mission, why did you pick us up?
That is a fair point.
It's the sound of Harshnag despairing.
You turn back and there's just a
Wait
You're
a
one of
minute.
the most
Wait.
capable giant wizards we have. That's the only reason I've not thrown you off of this tower. That and you fly. So if I threw you off, it wouldn't really do much.
I would say it's because of Bluebird, but I think she's otherwise emotionally compromised right about now.
I would offer a hug, but I'm on a mission and I have to keep up the persona.
It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. I got it under control, I think.
Zephyros, you've got a mission from him. It's important. What's your progress on it before I lose my temper? Well, you see, Jarl, I have been making good progress, and I had something in process that was working, and I kind of had to just let it work, and I was going to get results later, and once I have those, then it'll be terrific. Okay, so you're working. You have something doing, then that's fine. If you at least have a work in progress. We don't need the results, we just need to know that you're still working on it. And don't forget it. Again. Oh, I won't forget, don't you worry. Also, if you pick up just another random goat by itself and try to keep it up here, I'm going to lose my temper again. Stop picking up random goats. And from like 2 stories up, you can just hear, ah.
Griffins have to eat something.
I'm going to go unless you need anything else.
I'm gonna head back because I've got berries.
Fair point to ask, have you been encountering a lot of these Gith yourself? Have they been actively hunting you or chasing you? Have you any report you want to give?
Not that I.
don't think they've been hunting us until now.
Yeah, until it's kind of now. Yeah, I haven't really noticed anything.
Unless they were specifically targeting the tower and we just happened to be here.
It didn't seem that way.
No, I'm pretty sure they were pointing at him and saying, get the bag, so...
Yeah.
So I think they were more hunting the object than us.
If I didn't know you needed to bring that back to Neverwinter, I would ask for it, solely because I want them to try and jump me.
Oh.
Because that would be a very easy way to get a lot of their effort wasted, is if they kept trying to attack my ship. But unfortunately, you need to get that back, and I'm needed in the north.
I looked like I was miles away from it on my screen. I had the walking stick.
So keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah, I learned that.
It's good to see all of you.
Fuck's sake. Alright.
I hope every one of you is well. Have you had any other interesting things since? Go on.
Carrot.
I've got a minute while they're training down the dragon.
Kika's not very talkative right now. Normally she would be talking, but she's not looking very happy.
I mean, main thing is we're just on our way to Port Llast because I have a
As you can
delivery
tell
to
by
pick
my
up.
expression, I'm a little pissed.
Fair enough.
From some merfolk.
How? Go on. How?
Saved a mer princess. They said give them 30 days to come back, and they'd give me something. And the only reason I think they said that to me as well was because of, you know, the markings and whatnot, pointing to giant.
The storm giant symbolisms on it.
Yeah.
It's like this deep laughter. Fair enough. You've been indebted to by the merfolk. They wish to repay back a kindness. Then
Basically.
that's a rarity, but also should be interesting. Adventurers, what can I say? Well, keep your heads up.
Do good.
Keep your chins up.
Do good. Want to say hi? You like saying hi?
Yeah, you gonna come with?
There's a moment where any one of you who has seen a very large dog and a very small kitten interact, where it's like, I have to approach you so carefully so I don't startle you and then step on you.
I'm getting sick and tired of picking up this fucking honey.
But he just like kind of moves forward slowly, just leans down. The beard is nearly hanging into your face from underneath his chin.
Bring the bag.
It's been a long.
Yeah.
Where the old bases?
I hope that this is over for you so that you don't have to deal with this.
There's a tailbird egg in there. Yeah, and that
You're with a
big chest
few
over there.
people anyway.
Cuddles into loyalty. Some more.
There we go.
There's another egg with a
And who's this little gentleman?
Yo.
This is loyalty.
Did you choose that name yourself? Because that's amigo if you chose that name yourself, boy.
We'll get to that.
We'll probably talk about it over a drink one day.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's just a little boop on the top of your head, Kika.
I'm sorry.
The finger's so big it probably did both of your heads. Let's be real. Just like,
Basically, he's like, Harshnag, long story short, he's a new cousin.
Yeah.
another one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You people are tough things, I swear. You're like him and goats.
Oh,
Goats are
no,
lovely creatures!
It wasn't just us this time.
Auntie adopted him, not me. I didn't say no.
Which one? You have like 4.
Patron.
Ah.
Patron one.
Just from behind Runara, I just go, see, we're the only ones who don't get it.
Lo sort of takes the
So we're the normal
lapel.
ones.
Lo sort of takes the lapel of his red coat and points
Yeah,
to
that's
it.
the basic
With
facial gest.
Just the. See?
Also,
I got my ticket.
Red.
It's
Red.
like a fucking Walmart thing. Hi, my name is... It's a Walmart greeter for Lady in Red.
If found, return to Lady in Red.
Lady in Red.
Hi, I'm the Lady in Red.
Now I'm just picturing her with, like, you know, those little children leashes that they have for kids. I'm just picturing her with, like, Kika and Lo as, like, little babies.
Little baby Lo, little baby...
What is a warlock patron?
Not.
Not a
The
grandmother.
parent is holding the other end of your child harness.
The parent that is contractually obligated to help out the kid. Like, no, I promised them I would. Goddamn.
Although I now canonically think of Lo as an embroidered patch in his coat as if lost, return to the Lady in Red.
Who knows?
Indeed.
So Harshnag gives you a little pat on the head and is already up and starting to move away. It's a large family. I have been associated with at least 3 generations of it at different points. It's weird, but they're also lovely people. Well, I mean, she's 1 generation, so you can already think of another one, and then Shock and Horror probably gets the 3rd.
Yeah, that's true.
I had to watch it build up over time, so it was able to. It made more sense to me because I saw the story of it.
I'm just picturing Posey pulling out the book with the diagram that Kika drew, just like,
I'm just standing behind Renara, invisible, just going,
just trying to follow the chain.
Except there's additional note papers, and then she just opens the book out.
They fold out like
There's a
flaps.
paper, and then
Yeah, they do
suddenly
fold out.
kind of
fold
real.
out.
That's kind of real.
Fantastic. And look, if you pull this tab, this bit pops up.
Oh, look, it's a little tree.
That's Kayak.
It's
No,
kayak. Goes up and down, huh?
Ashka and her maze.
Dancing.
Ashka and her maze going dunk, dunk, dunk.
Weirdly, it only does it to Varys. Bonk, bonk, bonk. With that, Harshnag begins making his way back over to his ship, and before he steps off to seemingly get ready to jump to the other ship, he turns back. Does anyone want to name the dragon? Its old name doesn't matter anymore. I'm going to have a new name for it.
Jeff.
His name is Jeff.
Fucking A.
Dragon McDragon face.
Dragon.
Please bear in mind, these aren't meant to be names of endearment.
Stinky Jeff.
Dragon face.
One of my white dragons was named by a dwarf butt stallion. As such, I've called my white dragon butt stallion.
Estinian.
Perfect. That name is already replying to me. It sounds like it belongs to an arrogant so-and-so like Varys. Perfect.
no idea.
Oh, fucking A.
And with that, Harshnag leaves.
With those people.
Why, Blue? Why have you
With the-
cursed us to this?
Why have you done this?
I'm just gonna very quickly change.
Fucking dragoons.
I know.
Not even once. do not allow a dragoon in your midst. Even once. They do this shit.
The death was worth it.
I'm going
think Blue's dead.
to. I have to duplicate the red dragon token now.
My jaw hurts.
Duplicate the red dragon, bring it up here, edit it, and name it Astinian. I intend to misspell it.
We're gonna be in the last fucking fight. Go. And hear Harshnag yell, Estidian, go!
Like a fucking.
And we're gonna forget and be very confused.
Yeah! Yeah, exactly.
We're like, what
Like,
the
this
fuck
could be years, possibly years later, it's just like, ah, yes, the final battle! Estidian, go! What?
Make everyone very confused when Hashtag shows up like a Pokemon trainer but with dragons.
Stydian,
Yeah.
you flamethrower.
Super effective.
I thought you didn't want that.
Yeah, it's just like,
He has to get one of each one so he has type variants.
Okay.
What would his sixth be then? A Cubo. Anyway, I'm tangenting my own game.
Yep.
So, with that, you eventually begin hearing the ship turning around. Any of you who like look out to see it can just see the Titanic ship. Like, it is to your
All good.
entire peripheral of vision. Like, unless you step as far back as you think you could on the actual tower, begin turning around and making its way back north.
I'll sleep tomorrow night. I'm sorting out charcoal at the moment to do a charcoal mission.
As the stone golems both make their way towards the front of the house, the tower itself, and begin picking up bits of rock and begin shoving it back where it was, and it begins just like washing over and becoming its own. And hello, King. You missed absolutely nothing. Nothing of import has happened since you're gone.
Stinian.
I'm like,
You're okay, my lad.
You're fine.
Just to
you're
let you
fine.
know, Harshnag showed up, basically threw a Pokeball at the adult red dragon, and it's now named Astinian.
You're welcome.
And that's what you missed.
On Plight of Princes. Da, 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 da.
just logging into the thing.
I didn't panic.
So
You're all good.
carry on.
Shut up.
So with that, the stone golems actually just begin taking up the rubble of the broken-in tower and begin putting it in. And it almost like melds and melts back into position before forming out into like the stone brick kind of like individual brick formation. It's almost like the equivalent of like a muscle memory like clay that just like begins retaking the shape as it does. That happens a lot to the door as the golems just begin working on it.
It's fine.
Pearls, when does your elemental fuck off? Or does it?
I was literally just checking that. It fucks off an hour.
Now,
It's an hour.
Just don't go
Do you want to
It's
just
an
make it?
hour.
Do you want to make it jump off the thing just to see what would happen?
Can
No.
No.
When it goes away, does it go back to the elemental plane or does it go back into your bottle?
No, because from now on I have to roll.
Or do you just lose control of it and it's just there?
Nope, that's only if I break concentration on it.
Can you put it back in the bottle?
The elemental disappears when it drops to 0 hit points or when the spell ends.
Plenty of
Can you put it back in?
No, she can
No?
roll.
It's like the critical one where he just
yeah, I
goes.
roll it.
That's the next on.
It's like the critical meme where he just goes woo. It just instantly disappears. It's just like it cuts off. So eventually your golem will go up.
Yeah, I'm gonna use it as I'm going to hide behind it until it disappears.
Eventually, for the hour that it's still there, you guys can find out where Posey is by just guessing she's probably hiding
Yeah,
behind
sure.
the elemental.
She'll go visible, but she's kind of clinging to the leg of the element.
Leg? How big's the elemental?
It's a large creature. It's fucking massive.
Okay.
Like, it is the largest elemental, and even air and water, you could feasibly fit a person into its mass. So,
Really? I wouldn't know.
You got fit into bigger ones. Shush. Also, technically, you could put someone in the fire one just for a lot less time.
Please no.
Gotta turn them at some point to make sure they're done on both sides. So, what are you lot doing whilst you can just see Zephyros just like walking around? He's almost like seems somewhat aloof as he's just like, well, that happened again. And you can just see him like kicking like bits of slab over and it like falls into the right place. And then just like the whole floor seems to go smooth again before it forms the red brick. Or this like stone pavement design.
Immediately healing the burb again.
Thank you.
He almost doesn't seem to notice that you guys are there while he's just like fixing everything. He just happens to walk around you like it's a cat that's in the way that you can't move. It's like not acknowledging it, just
to declare I'm using a warlock spell slot for this.
More charcoal for you.
I would like to approach King for a second.
Perfect. King, you've been attentive
You're
this whole
approaching
time.
me? Okay.
Yes. Hey King, you know how to look at magic things, right?
You require me to identify something.
Shit.
If you don't mind, and I'll just hold out the sword hilt.
The sword
Come
hilt
on.
that you've not been able to let go of. You try to hand it to King?
I'd
Make
like
a
to
wisdom saving throw.
As a set.
just are you able to identify this? Yeah.
I say, just put it on the floor there.
Sure, I'll put it down there.
He sure does.
Yeah, I'm
You
grabbing
can't
it,
let
don't
go
worry.
of it.
I mean, can you do it while I'm holding it? Is that what?
You
One
feel
second.
like you absolutely
Can I not let go, or do I not want to
You
let
do
go?
not want to let
There you
go.
go.
Okay.
There it is.
Are
You
you
do not
I will have to
want
sleep.
to part.
That's fine.
Either tonight or tomorrow night.
Are you able to just? Can I stay holding it while you do it?
That is
What's the name
certainly
of the game,
possible. Although, that raises questions.
Just.
And I'll start doing the ritual identify.
It's not that I don't trust you. It's I know what some of the others are like with things like this.
I found a stale egg.
Posey shrugs invisibly. You could sense it in the force of, that's bullshit.
I'll walk
Come on,
over.
it was one time.
Give Mika the full 25 lay on hand.
Thank
Clear.
you.
Boom. I picture it's just like in Princess Bride where Andre the Giant just puts his entire hand over her head and it just like almost encapsulated and she's like warm.
I'm back in double digits.
That's a progress.
I'm sorry, I'm not the designated healer here.
It's okay. Don't have to apologize.
That just means I hit her hard.
Designated healer is currently having their sword arm inspected.
Yeah.
We don't have a designated healer.
Cooked to you.
King,
Yes.
at the end of the minute, feel free to also make a Arcana check for me. Also, to let you know, I didn't use any spells when we left. I just used cantrips.
Guidance.
Ah,
So
thank you.
any spell slot you still have, you have 100%.
Can I guide King on?
No.
Okay.
You really feel like you shouldn't.
I kind of wanna.
Nah, you really don't.
I don't. You're right. I don't.
This is the difference where Colonel's messages you and I just say, motherfucker.
This is some weird ass suggestion going on here. You don't want to have it examined. I don't want to have it
Want to
examined.
have it examined.
There is no war in Ba Sing Se.
This isn't the gift you're looking for. This is the gift we're looking for. So, you
You
can
want
tell.
to go home and rethink your life. I want to go home and rethink my life.
I'm sure that's what could be done to most of this party. Except half of you will go, I have no home. It's in a void somewhere.
The only decent line in the prequels, Jesus Christ.
There's plenty of good ones. Anyway, it is a +2 to attack and damage. Sunblade, essentially. However, it does an additional 1d8 radiant damage to all things, not just undead. and it can be ignited to cause 15 foot of dim light or 30 foot of, or sorry, 15 foot of bright light or 30 foot of dim light around you.
Yeah, do you want to come back to the freaking camp?
In addition, it can be disguised on your person as something as small as just a simple canister about 6 inches wide. When it's command word or when it's focused on and you focus on summoning the blade, it apparates out into a full blade and hilt.
In which case, I relay all that information to him.
If it hits a non-magical weapon on a 20, the weapon goes down from an equivalent of 10 to 9. If it goes down to 0, it destroys the weapon.
Wait, it destroys the sunblade?
No,
Or...
it destroys whatever it's hitting if it crits it 10 times.
If it crits
If
the
it's
same
non-magic-
weapon?
So
If it's a non-magical thing, you're hitting it 10 times in a row. You will destroy it.
Oh,
no
you said
matter
you
what.
said you said weapon specifically, but any item.
Like I meant more the equivalent of if a blade and a blade clocked. If this
Yeah.
clocked another blade on a 20, or it hit armor on a 20, it begins breaking the armor.
Oh, we got a lot of ash.
And that's it.
So it's basically the book, the sunblade in the book, but it does 1d8 to all targets. It can have that glamour to it, and it can break non-magical items.
And that's all you know.
That's all I know. I will.
And then, you know you don't want to get rid of it.
You absolutely
will-
don't, but also I kind of think I didn't need to emphasize that for Kay when he got a
Oh.
lightsaber.
I will spend some time, the necessary time to attune to it.
You're already attuned to it.
I will attune to it some more.
Oh,
I
I'm
really-
really attuned
I-
to it.
I really want to attune to this sword.
Oh no.
Okay.
If you're gonna, if you're going to attune to weapons like that, could you do it in a private, maybe?
I glamour it to look like. No, I don't do that.
Please no.
Because they're very useful to have.
Moving on.
Exactly.
What is happening to us today?
What's happening is we're all playing too much
Happy
Final
St.
Fantasy.
Patrick's Day!
Woo!
Sunblade's finesse, isn't it?
Uncut grass because,
Yes.
it's
yeah.
grown.
Nice.
Because it has no weight to it.
Almost like
It's
it's a
very-
hilt.
It's almost like it's a lightsaber. No, and don't go. No, and don't go. Don't do it, buddy. I gave you guts and blade. Don't do it. Come back.
My insanity because I'm starting to hear
So
shit.
whilst that's been identified, whilst healing is being done to a bird, what is anyone else doing? If anyone else is doing.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it's not cursed.
Yeah.
Nothing came up on it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll cut you.
Okay,
Yeah,
roll it.
like,
Okay,
kind of-
roll a d6 real quick.
Oh no.
You have
Five.
a yellow blade.
Hey!
Hey.
Very on brand.
The legacy continues.
Oh,
Red,
sweet, a chocobo.
blue, green, purple, yellow, black.
Yellow's very on brand.
Are we turning the Power Rangers?
No, it was
Yes,
more
we
what
are.
Go on.
You can. It's not gonna, I'm not gonna find it.
history
I'll
is
call
fated for people to recreate the Power Rangers in every D&D session with
I'll-
more
I'll-
than
I'm
5
calling-
people.
I'm calling Green Ranger, Best Ranger.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
While it's glamoured to look like an item, is it
Oh,
literally an
that's- yeah,
illusion?
that's
It looks like it, or does it make like if I
It's
illusioned it,
literally that size. It is literally
Well,
like
weapons,
the
that's
the
required.
it's
easiest
an item
equivalent
this
is
size?
Yeah, yeah.
But if I make it look like a can of cola,
Make a fire.
will
you
it?
cannot make it look like a canonical. It has a preset glamour. It's just a small platinum.
Oh, that's
rod.
a preset glamour. Okay,
Yes.
sorry.
It cannot be
Okay,
glamored. It is
understand.
preset as just
I understand.
a like 6-7 inch platinum
I understand.
rod.
Yeah, you
Okay,
can't like
sorry.
make it
I
look
thought,
like
I
it's
thought you meant
a
I thought you meant
scroll.
I could choose what it to look like. No, that's fine. I
Unfortunately
understand.
not, no, it's
No,
preset.
no, that's fine. I understand. Okay.
I'm just waiting for him to like go, don't worry, I'm a swordsman. Pulls out a book. Zing.
Like Kells. Pulling the sword out of the book. feel real tired after doing it.
Okay, stop pulling your sword out of a book in the middle of my session.
But
Get your sword out of that book.
I'm gonna do this right now.
No.
Oh, but I've
Stop
just
it.
got this book. Oh, what? Oh, what? A sword just came out.
Shut
Oh,
up.
He
God.
drew his sword, everyone. He drew his
Boo!
sword.
Boo.
Yeah.
Boo this
Da,
man.
da, da,
Boo
da,
this
da.
man! Boo!
Yeah, I'm just gonna sit in a corner with my not sword
But you're
and
not a
just
sword.
and just chill, just looking at the sword.
It's not a sword.
Not a tumor.
Not the
Not a
curse.
curse.
Fucking A. Can we get a foot lust already, please?
There, Winnick is just
I
looking
just
over
want my
the
thing.
Winnick is just looking over the ledge going, I could just jump, man.
Do it.
Just do it.
See, actually, Giant has giant linens upstairs. Fucking climb the wall. Later, fuckers.
You gonna make a bedsheet rope?
No, not even. Parachute. Whee!
Would not recommend.
So, Zephyros gets the ship to start moving again. And whilst this happened in the morning, by the end of the day, you do see yourselves looking out. The wall has been fully repaired. The floor has been fully amended. It looks like there's never been a battle here once, even as one of the golems walks around with a comedically sized broom and begins sweeping. Until you can just see like these portions of energy on the side of their bar, like this almost like glowing portion. You noticed it more because it was all the way up the sides of the arms during the battle, but now it's closer to the wrists, just like glimmering. It makes its way back to where it was stood and just goes into a pose and freezes up again, like a statue. Okay, so you're quite close to where you need to go. Aside from the obvious of a, well, that just happened. I hope you had fun.
I didn't realise I woke up.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for the ride.
No, it's 'cause
So
it's-
long, and thanks for all the goats.
Yeah, fuck it.
So sorry, had to end like totes.
Stoats. Stoats.
It's been an honor and a privilege. Thank you for your assistance.
You're welcome. I'm very glad you were at least here
down.
with me. Oh, would you like to do it the hilarious way or the safe way?
Both ways.
Giga's like taking 2 steps towards the edge already. What?
Please don't even suggest this. The hilarious way amongst this company. I swear to God.
Well-
Out of character.
Well, and he just like snaps his finger, and the cart is on the ground outside the city gate. Now, for the rest of you, he just puts his finger on his thumb. He puts his finger on his thumb, and you begin hearing like almost like a balloon building up. Except you just see his boot extends and grows into a comedic fashion, like 3 or 4 times the size it should be for his body. And you
Are
are
you about to
all
give us the boot?
you are all slammed in front of him as he boots you out, and you begin
I
slow
hate this joke.
and you begin slow falling in a spiral all the way down until you hit the ground. And you're convinced as you land on the ground you hear where coming from the top of the tower.
He
With
turns on his
particularly
spotlights.
green and red and purple and blue lights
my
just like
God.
flashing.
There's so much random shit in this fucking chest.
They had to rely on the stoner wizard.
Hey guys. What
Hello.
happened? What?
You're
what
still
just happened
invisible.
and what is going on?
You're still invisible.
No, I'm not. I'm invisible.
Okay. You were for up there, so like while you're on the ground, going, guys.
No, it would have. I know I went invisible behind the elemental.
Okay. Okay.
Plight seemed like a charming individual, but I do wish he would not throw us off things while I was wearing a dress.
Yeah, I feel that.
I would say maybe you guys got into my master's pouch of goods, but I don't think this is a drug kind of day.
It's like that when he's not high?
No, this is what he usually tells me it's like when he is.
Oh.
It's weird
right?
shit like that.
Oh, like we're. You know what? If you told me this was all a collective trip, I'd actually find it more convincing.
Yeah.
Shall we
Anyway.
go with that then?
The guards stood at the gate are kind of flabbergasted.
Oh,
They
hi,
just
hi,
saw
how are you?
all of you flying down after a cart apparated.
Look, dudes, we don't know either.
Remind me, this town was part of the rule of Netherwinter, weren't they?
Correct.
This is where we went into the sewers. This is where the apothecary shop got burnt down, right?
This is where there's technically a cult.
Yeah, where there's definitely not a cult, but there's a cult.
Definitely not a cult, sorry.
I'm glad you guys remember this. I don't
A
remember this at all.
DNC. Definitely not cult.
This is where that girl was, Nemo. And you remember you wanted to check the authenticity of her parentage.
Right.
There you go. I knew you'd remember that bit.
Right.
There you go. Jogged your memory.
I was thinking the sewers was in Netherwinter.
We did, yeah. Saying we were in sewers didn't narrow it down because we've been in sewers about 3 times.
Yeah,
True,
sorry,
true.
that's right. We've done it before. Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
I had myself mixed up. Yep, I remember it burning and everything.
Okay, so how long is it till you've got to meet your mermaid friends?
I missed a day. Or I missed a session.
Also,
We did the math when you weren't here.
Yeah.
also
when,
this
yeah.
I remember what it was, though.
the travel on the Cloud Tower, was that all during the same day, or was that over?
That was over, I believe, 2 days you were on the tower. So
Okay,
I
so
think
that's
it,
2 days there.
I think
So
it
have we-
cut back. I think you
have
had
we-
like a day or two.
Yeah, I think we worked
there.
it out that we
Yeah.
might have had a day or so to spare.
We had a
Oh shit.
So
spare, yeah.
just to clarify, have you slept since the fight?
You have definitely been allowed to lie down, but you've not had a long rest.
Okay, that's what I'm double checking.
Short rest.
It's like you can short rest all you like, because you could just lie on the floor going, "What the fuck happened to me?"
So we have had a short rest, just not.
Come on, game.
Yeah.
No hit dice for you.
That's better.
End again. As the chat
And I'm
log
back
gets
at full
filled.
health.
I
I'm over
only
full
had
health.
3.
One hit there.
The Blood Hunter curse of I hurt myself more than I hurt anyone else.
The damage I did to myself was the only damage that I took.
I'm trying to kill the giant.
There's 2 ways of being a Blood Hunter. Either you get the shit knocked out of you every single fight, or you're the only one who hurt yourself. No middle ground.
I'm assuming that's just a thing in this game. You just kill everything, don't you?
So,
Or is
let's
that
move
not
you
still
right back to there-ish.
Pussy fest.
Okay, so it's the day's travel with
You can be that.
cars.
And I'll grab donkeys.
I think we're here like 2 days early, is what, if I remember correctly.
I'm gonna go on a ruling that it's 2 days left over because you guys managed to roll for him. So he just like went, nope, cut off everything. You guys are good.
Shall we?
It takes about
Yeah.
20 minutes for the donkeys to all begin walking properly again because they've been on clouds for the last few days, and that's or like a last day, and that is them having a confusion. Even yourselves, like you have to get your line feedback, so you do a bit of a stampy for a moment.
Shall we see that young lady is still secure? I know she is rather important.
Oh, well, let's get some lodgings and settle in. We've got a bit of time. We can check in on her definitely. I know you all want
Sounds
to do
like a
that.
plan.
But we go to the same tavern we went to before, get the donkeys looked after,
Oh, yeah, you're a vegetarian. Carnivore.
and then and chill
Mhm.
for 2 days.
Yes, you certainly can, as Daz frantically looks through his cheat sheet of names and going, where the fuck is her
That's what
name?
Is this the
This is-
fishmonger and the gladiator?
Yes. This is the one with Fisherman and,
Yeah.
and Hot Gladiator.
This is the one with the gentle butch and the
Yeah.
agrofem.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm trying to remember the name of the young lady, though, that you guys encountered in the city.
Trying to find it.
Because I'm like, no,
Snake
that's
Eye
not.
Girl, is that her?
Yep,
What you need is a
Creature.
spreadsheet.
I do have a cheat sheet.
You need a spreadsheet that you can put all of our NPCs on, and then
No.
definitely use every week.
I'll be you go start or well put water on.
Her name is
something.
Lucretia.
Blue, stop. Stop looking.
Blue dissociates for 5 minutes.
What do you mean a really
Would
boring
disassociate into Kay's room and strangle him.
Is your sanity low?
So, you guys land, you go to the fishmonger and the gladiator. I do remember it now.
Is there
Um,
deer cops coming?
Rooms, I think it's a gold or 2 per head. So we'll just throw it up to that. You guys have the belly of an evening to yourselves that you can do what you'd like to. And then you have more or less a day until the middle of the night, which is when you need to be at the port.
So how much gold are you spending on this inn?
How many of us? There's what, 7 of us, right?
There's 6 of
1, 2,
you.
3, 4, 5,
6 of
6,
you.
7. 7.
7?
For
6.
a night, and we need 2 nights.
7. 7. There's 7 of us.
Deer cops. Okay, it's the deer cops.
And we need at least 2 nights. Tonight, tomorrow.
You need at least
Oh.
2 nights.
Oh.
And for the stables as well, I'll say for all in all, for all your bodies, 20 gold.
So we party loot it.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do.
Yeah, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take that. 20 gold.
That's fine.
Done. Okay.
What's up?
Okay, I'm not using that anymore. That's fucking stupid. It damages.
Oh, now I remember this place.
That's where you sat on the roof floor. A couple of nights.
This is where
I did, yeah. It's
Serenus
also where
Serenus went
Doesn't
out for a
define.
walk.
Doesn't help.
Serenus
It's
got
not happening again.
and he got
Yeah.
ambushed and almost murdered.
By the black bolt.
yeah, this is where the broken bolt was. This is where Chaos got shot,
Yeah.
Well, Keith has had a real nice day today.
and then
Yeah, it's just fucking fantastic.
this shit.
I just
Oh,
had that
right.
symbol up,
Yeah.
funnily enough. So I was like, hey!
Fucking
Yeah, I
Hydra,
found the notes and it's all coming flooding back.
Yeah,
So we
that's
should
what
check.
that
We
makes
should
me
check if
do.
Legacy is still here. Because she was here when we left and she was doing stuffs.
So where are you guys right now? Are you just like at the bottom, like in the ground floor of the tavern?
I imagine
Yeah.
we'll be
That's
on
so.
purpose, right? We meet in a room.
Yeah, I guess
Did
we'll
we get
just
separate rooms
re-
or are we bunking up?
So are you still on the ground floor, or are you like getting up to your rooms?
I'll be heading up.
About 9 o'clock at night, you could hear from downstairs the front door of the town get kicked in, and you can hear a very familiar voice for Yuki going, "Where is she?" Where is my sister?
She'd be upstairs.
She'd be sleeping.
You could just begin hearing the.
As I
Sound of-
don't sleep, I'll probably just jostle her awake and say, "Your brother wants you to attend
It's
to
about
him."
9 o'clock at night, so you guys sleep early.
She's had her day
Hey, there, I'm asleep.
and almost
I am-
died.
I'm
that's
asleep
fine.
as
I
soon as
don't
can.
want to. I don't want to presume, but Lo will probably be doing his usual dance routine or something. I'm not entirely sure.
You just hear from the door as you're just like in the moment of the dance. You! As you point over, and there is Kairk stood at the front of the door, going, if you're here, where is Shake?
Kika sort of shakes her head a little bit, and King, as she sort of wakes up, half the face is like smushed flat with the feathers just sort of like pushed up. She's like, what?
I'll take to helping her look more presentable.
Jesus Christ.
Lo will point upstairs and also sort of encourage him to come on stage.
That waits. I'm not meant to be doing anything. I'm not even meant to be out of bed, but I'm here. And just hear pop, 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 up the stairs. And just hear Kika, 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 Kika. It's like he knocks on every single door on both sides.
So hears him coming and like flings the door open and just sort of like runs to him.
Sam.
Poof.
Jesus Christ.
Just a poof, and suddenly there's like someone just
Feathers.
exploded a golden pillow and a night colored pillow at the same time. Feathers everywhere.
Are you detecting the dichotomy of day and night?
Cool. I'm gonna go to bed.
Son of night.
What are you doing here? I thought you would have come back to Neverwinter. Why are you up? Are you not supposed to still be resting?
Details.
The eyes and the details.
No, the eyes are in my head.
Oh, you're feeling better then.
Yeah. I have been staying at the big fancy house.
Oh, okay. She sort of like actually comes away and like actually looks at how he's doing. Has he still got a big massive bandage on him?
Wow.
He's got clothes on, so you can't tell. He's wearing like essentially robes fitted for him, where it's just like big and like. I've not been doing much flying yet. It's been more like just a few hobbles to see how I've been doing, but that's mostly just because I've been lying down for so long. I've got to get everything to work again. But I think I have been good. I have had a dragonborn butler with a shotgun checking on me every night, so it's fantastic.
Oh, okay. That's
He also gives honey tea. So
good. Good. So what's happened while we've been gone? Has there anything happened? Because this place had stuff going on when we left still.
It did, and then Lexi kind of just dropped Gregor in the sewers and waited at like the biggest manhole that she had and blocked all the other ones. And I think they got rid of everything. You know where you might have rats in the attic and you throw a terrier, but you wait with the big stick at like the bottom rung, just waiting. I think that's what they were doing.
Right.
So they were kind of thorough. Best case scenario, they're all gone. Worst case scenario, they're all way too preoccupied with having been nearly wiped out to do anything. So that's good.
Okay. Are they still here?
No, Gregor left. I have an issue. I can't remember which nights were which because it kind of all conglomerated into like a. Am I awake? Yes. Oh look, the sun's up. Oh look, the sun's down. It's like I've been like quarantined up. It's crazy. I keep track of days.
But it's doable in the same way that technically
But
you can beat the game.
he
without
was
taking
gone.
damage.
I know for certain by the third day after you guys left, and he was
Yes.
very tired. But that's nothing new. And Legacy left 2 days after you guys left.
Oh, okay.
So I think they're good. She was kind of back and forward between here and Neverwinter, making sure things were okay.
Okay.
She was also here with Nezzy at one point, and she sent him up further north for stuff and things. So
Yeah.
that happened. I
think we bumped into him briefly.
Oh, that's good.
So I did know that he'd gone north.
Cool. And why are you covered? Why?
Because we had a fight, and I was having a sleep because we had a fight on the way here.
What did this to you? What do it? And like he starts like looking around as if for some reason the force has harmed you. So like, Where is his name?
We're okay now. We're okay now because
What
we're
is
here
this?
and
What did
you know,
this?
everybody like helped and everybody.
What is this?
It's okay.
What
Let's
is
go
this?
downstairs because we're just like in a corridor and we should go
That
downstairs.
might work. How big is that?
It's fine. It's not. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it downstairs. King, do
He
you,
begins
King,
making
do you wanna,
disgruntled
do you wanna
noises
come
and wrapping
downstairs?
arms around you like.
King, do you want to come downstairs?
I will accompany you, yes.
It is kind of like a ugly concord of just like music between two birds. Just like they do not harmonize right now. It's just like. Lo is still having a go downstairs, dancing his heart out as he would. What is everyone else doing?
Sleeping.
You is having nap
To guess where I am.
On the roof.
in the sewers.
I'm on the. No, I'm on the roof.
Up on the roof.
With that ring on, she's just like doing the absolute bullshit Fallout strategy of got stealth boys on hand. Shoot, stealth boy. Shoot, stealth boys. Shoot, stealth boy.
The last time we were here, me sleeping on the roof paid off, so I'm going to attempt to do a reprisal.
As the clouds are somewhat parted and the moon is somewhat beginning to rebuild again, like it's beginning to go back full again. I'm not sure if that's waxing. I think it is where it's going back full, or if it's waning. It's waning.
Correct.
Is it losing?
Waning is
Waxing
going
coming.
away. Waxing is coming back.
Wax on, wane off. Party on. Party on, Garth. Party on, Wayne. That would be an entirely different way to interact with the moon if it had the voice of fucking Wayne. So, you guys are there. Merwin, what are you doing, sir? Oh, god damn it, he's not been here.
He's been listening, I'm sure, because he has wireless headphones.
Yes, I'm aware. I was about to ask him what he was doing, and he's not come back since then, so I was like, why did I do that? He's not here. Serenus, my good man, what are you doing, sir? Nemo, are you here?
Cricket noises.
But now I am here.
Okay. You've gone down with them, and you're just like watching a display.
Being entertained.
Karika is very noticeably not getting up on stage, but it's like the equivalent of someone who really, really, really wants to do some running or something physical. It's like, that's gonna hurt me if I do it, so I'm not. And there is the moments where like you, Kika, do like look over, like kind of like reflex to him when he like winces a little as he's getting up or getting down. It's like, no, it's fine. Got to get up properly. It's a progress. Is that far hurt? I'm getting better. I couldn't move when you left,
Yeah, I was really scared and I didn't want to leave.
but you did. Because you had to.
Still didn't like it.
I know you didn't like it, but it happened. And now you're here again.
Hmm.
Also, Quentin was a big help with all of the pains.
Good, good.
It's weird. It's actually kind of cool talking with him because he's got stories about him and Nezanar and Gregor, and it's stuff I wouldn't think they'd do, but then they do. And I don't want this to sound weird, but we ended up having a bit of a kinship, kind of getting along really well.
Oh, that's good. I'm glad that you made a friend.
Yeah, mostly because he gives me painkillers, but also he's a friend. I'm more or less perpetually high whenever I'm talking to him. I'm a bit loopy right now, actually.
I had
My new boyfriend, I
noticed.
say.
He is too many years my senior, sir. No.
Character.
How well?
Yeah.
How you've gotten to know him? How well has he gotten to know you?
Not superty duperty well,
Right.
but he does know things, not a lot of things, but bits. Like he knows about mom, he knows about dad.
Everybody knows about mom and dad.
Well, apparently he didn't.
Wow, that's gonna be unique.
No, and now he's lost his uniqueness because I told stories. I told him about how they met, because how they met Gregor and how they met Nezinar, and he found those very entertaining. The Poppy kind of just makes me keep talking, and then there's times where I just have to go ha, and just like he's holding his own beak closed, where it's like,
Ha.
but no, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
I'm glad you're doing better, because it was bugging me for like forever, basically the entire time that I was gone. I'll be real, but Loyalty's been really nice. He's like really been comforting me like whenever I get sad, which has been most nights. But he's been really sweet.
I'm glad he's helped you. I'm really glad he's helped you because I'm sorry it's been like this.
He's now a part of the official.
Places, I would.
He's now part of the official cousins club.
Okay, from which side now? I have to check.
Auntie Red.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. She'd definitely take him. Yeah. She
Yeah.
definitely would. Yeah. She's got taste, but also he's her type. What? I said what I said.
I know you said.
You're too drugged up, and you've also been around Legacy too long.
Yeah. Carlos, how does it feel knowing your mom's a slut?
Glory makes a lot of sense in context.
Queen, yes, queen.
This woman looked at a man in his 50s and said, I'm getting 3 more kids out of you.
Gross.
So
Birds and the bees.
So what are you gonna do? Because we're gonna be continue on to we're gonna stay here for a few days because Widdick is gonna meet up with the merfolk again. But after
the
that,
Murrays.
yeah, after that we're gonna move on to Neverwinter because we have a thing to take there.
Okay.
What are you gonna do?
I'm probably going to stay a bit longer because it's been fun here. I've learned a bit with people here, and I have to show you something as well. I have to take you to my room in our house to show you it because the room they let me stay in, I get to see something really pretty in the bay every night. And it's probably going to be pretty tomorrow night if they're going to be meeting the merfolk, but I want to show you stuff today as well. The bay looks really pretty.
Oh, okay. We
The
can
stuff
do
you
that.
can't see, you can't see it from the harbor. But you could see it if you were flying, but I have not been able to fly, so I've been able to look down. I mean, I could fly, just not like this properly.
No, don't do
It's
that.
more
No,
like
don't do
a-
that. We
it's-
don't want to hurt yourself anymore.
It's more like a falling with style I'd be doing.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. No.
Parachutes.
Okay. No. Okay. Well, we can go do that. Yeah, we've got time. That'd be nice. That'd be nice just to spend some time together.
Yes, it would. It would. Guys, if you don't mind, I want to show her a thing, so we might be back in a bit.
Yeah. Don't worry, guys. We'll be back soon.
As he kind of gets up, when he gets to the door, he does actually reach into what would be like a holder for umbrellas and takes out a stick and starts walking with it. It's like a curved one. It looks like a very fine crafted thing, and just begins using it. It just helps for a bit with the weight, but it won't be needed for long. It's just for a bit. I told Gregor, hey, maybe you should let me, nibble something off of you. Maybe I'll heal super quick. And then he was like, no, don't do that. So he takes you eventually to the noble house. Yes, Posey.
See them leave.
You do.
I'm gonna follow them on the roof.
You begin following on the rooftops.
Because the last time people went out on their own.
Yep.
In this damn town. Oh, I will shadow. I will go invisible and I will shadow.
Yeah. It's quiet uptown.
I'm sorry for putting that thought in your head.
Zalric's poking his head into my campaign, is he? Zalric better fuck off.
No. Don't worry.
That boy's plaguing one campaign. I'll kill him here. I'll kill him before he gets out the gates.
Flanking.
Bank. Yeah, you're gonna follow from the rooftops. For shits and giggles, make a stealth check because whilst you're invisible, you have advantage. It's more a thing of trying to see if like you knock over like
I kind of
shale or
also
something.
I don't really want to disturb them either if they're having a conversation. So like.
Cool. You're out of earshot. You're like out of the way.
I'm literally just trying to keep.
You keep them in your light sight. Yeah.
Danger.
Make a perception check as you go.
I hate that I said that because now it means.
Yes, you did. It's a lovely night with two walking beacons walking down the road.
Yeah.
They both
Well,
sparkle.
At least I'm there if something happens.
You are there.
I might not be able to prevent it.
What you
also,
do?
I'm brand castigation right now.
Same place.
Still up.
Still from the same place you had before.
Okay. Just checking.
Cool.
Good night.
So, as you make your way along, and Posey, you're from the systems back, keeping an eye for anyone. What you do notice about them both, when they're there at night, the way they move, their feathers and everything, it looks more like their star and like skylight, both just almost like liquid in how they're moving with the feathers and the way the movement and the sparkles, because both do sparkle. You just don't really notice with care, due to the fact when he is out in the day, it's not really as obvious. But together, it is a beautiful side to side. And he leads you along, takes you inside. He seems to have his own key to the main house. It's just me, and I got my sister. I'm just here to say hi. And poking down from like the banisters already, you can see a pair of snake eyes like leaning over, like looking down just there. Hi, and she just like begins making like, no, we're going up. And like she doesn't stop when he says no, like, and she gets to the other side of him, where you are, and just starts helping him up the stairs. Like, that's a force of habit. No. I have too many wonderful people looking after me. How dare! So he takes you into the room, and he just like pulls back the curtains, which he has to do through a little pulley because he can't actually reach up too high. You've noticed that he's not able to like reach above a certain thing. So he pulls it back, and you can see out into the bay the bioluminescent things, corals, sparkles, fishes that have like some sort of illumination to them, and it's almost like there's a little light show beneath the waves in the bay.
Oh
Now
wow.
watch this. This is cool. And he just begins doing a whistle, and you begin hearing a very soft harmonic tone come back. You can't see them, but out past the bay there's merfolk.
Oh.
I've been singing back and forth some nights with them.
Oh, that's so cool. I bet they love hearing you sing.
Well, I love hearing them sing.
And they're there every night?
They've like two or three times they're there. But there's one thing I've seen like the last 2 or 3 nights. There's a shape at the bottom that's really big, and I don't know what it is. But like, you can almost see it just from like the other thingies, and like if you want to make a perception check.
I'll try.
There's moments where there's like you're focusing on places where it's like the most bright things between like bioluminescent coral and fishes that have some sort of light giving off of them, and you can see just like almost like you, unless it was pointed out, you wouldn't have noticed it. It's like this curving shape. It looks like there's almost like something like lying at the bottom of the bay or something. But it wasn't there the first night. It's been there the most nights. And from what you can see from the shape, you could like make a slight guess that it's probably like whatever one side of it is. It's probably big, but I'm not sure what it is.
Shall I see if I can see it then? That's what you wanted to show me, yeah?
I only wanted to show you the shape, but like I'm not sure what it is. It seems I'm not sure if it's like some sort of like whale or something that's just like chilling. But when it's daytime, I don't see anything above this. It's only like when it's at nighttime and like the light's not like reflecting it, you can almost see things.
Okay. Okay. I'll look. I'll see what it is for you. I'll just go straight up and see if I can look down on it.
Okay. Be careful.
I will. I'll be right back.
Ozzy, from another roof's vantage point, you can just see Kika flying out of a building. So what do you do exactly, Kika?
Just keep my eyes trained on her.
Well, I can't quite remember the map, but I feel like this house is close to the.
It's very close to the bay.
Okay, so she won't really fly out too much. It will be primarily going upwards to try and get a more top-down view to see if she can see whatever this so-called shape is. See if she can work out what it is.
If I recall it correctly, I believe I gave out that it was this building that's the house, and the shape is somewhere here.
Yeah, so she won't go out too much to start
with. I will say all of this area, anywhere it's got like the white foam to it, is like almost lit up.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, actually it's easier to say it's going to be a shape somewhere around here, like beneath the waves.
Okay.
As a cat serenades in the night.
Ah, he's gone to bed, so it is time to scream! Yeah, so she'll sort of go out only like a little bit, but since it's so close, it'll mainly be upwards to try and look down on top of it and see if she can work out what this shape is that he's pointed out.
Okay. If you'd like to make an intelligence or another perception check, your choice.
They both have the same modifier, so it doesn't matter.
You're looking down specifically on like a few areas, and you can see like a very slight bit of movement in it, but nothing like more like something that's like being moved and bobbed by the little bit of the waves that's there, but not it's definitely not a stationary thing. It's not like a piece of rock or a formation. It's something that's like, you know, moving along. Like only way I can describe it is if a large piece of ship debris was like upside down and just like being rocked by the waves, but staying in the same location, not being like thrown or moved away.
Okay. If she can't establish anything else, then she just quickly comes back.
Mm-hmm. As you go back, you can swear underneath the waves, at one portion of like this shape, you could see like almost like a portion of light, like a very bright yellow light, as if it's almost like the yellow of an eye, but this would be a big eye.
She just sort of stop and pause and cautiously sort of flies over to where that light was, but keeps her height up.
How high you say up?
Like high. Like, I'm bad at distances. How tall is a fucking building? She's
30 foot up? 40 foot up?
Higher than that. She is a bird. She can see things from distances. Like
60 foot up.
I'm talking like 100 feet up. Like, she can fly high.
Okay, about 90 foot up.
You can... Buildings come in all different sizes.
Yeah.
How high do birds fly? They can see stuff on the ground very well.
You can see underneath the waves what that is, as like almost as if a bit of the shape like tilts, and you can begin seeing that is one eye, and then the other eye is also looking up at you. and these like yellow around the rim, but it's almost like a black, like almost like inkwells of just the pupils. They're very wide out as well. It's very much so under the water. It's not
It's under the
risen
water.
above.
Okay. I guess she'll just like circle for a while, and if nothing seems to happen, she'll start to go back.
You begin seeing like just bubbling at the surface, and then you hear a very, very deep, lully kind of tune almost carry out. Like, the only way that can be described is if it were one of the merfolk, but deeply reverbed. To which, when that sound is made, the song of the merfolk from before that you heard is reciprocated to it, like they reply back almost. And it just like lowers itself back under.
She's gonna fly back.
You go, nope!
I'm too young for this!
There's a moment where both Kaerk and Lucretia kind of just have to dive out of the way as you in. What you see? What you see? What you see?
Him big!
Large?
All big.
Like big or big, big, big,
Like,
big.
all big, 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 big. Him big.
Like, okay, are we talking Gregor or Harshnag?
The Harshnag big. Him
Yeah,
big.
big.
Him big.
Big. Why am I a little shit? I want to go poke it.
No, don't mess with.
Get a very long stick. Put a sausage on the end of it.
No. I mean, I maybe friends with the merfolk. Maybe they like sang together.
Huh.
Big. I didn't. It's hard to see in the dark.
Fair.
But like flying over very big.
Huh. Okay. Cool.
I think I need to go speak to Wittick.
Okay. Well, I'll be here. Oh, you don't know? Of course not. I'm going with you.
That's weird that that's something that's just like there, and it's been there for a while. You said
Like a day or two, maybe?
Okay. Yeah, I might go talk to Wittick, and maybe I hope that's something to do with him. I hope.
Lucretia already has her hood up and everything and boots on, and as all three of you begin like stepping out, the butler is just there, arms folded. I have no control over young Master Kaerk or his sister. However, you, young lady, must turn around. As he like turns around himself, and you're just like as he's closing kind of size, and go back to your room because I'm clearly telling you, and I can tell you've already moved back. As she begins walking around him as he's closed his eyes and looking away, like, because you definitely are. Absolutely, I've told you to go back to your room, so that's what you're doing right now.
Absolutely going back to her room, going to bed.
And he turns around, winks, and just like goes back to whatever he's doing. Butler of, I have to tell you to do this. That doesn't mean I want to. Nor will I enforce it. So you guys make your way eventually back to the tavern. Loyalty. Make a performance check for me. If you're there. What is it with half my party just fucking disappearing?
Where is everybody? We're supposed to be playing a game.
I'm still here.
I tried to ask you a question ages ago, motherfucker.
Did you?
Yes. I asked you what you were doing.
What was
Can
I
we get a
doing?
roll call? Everyone shout out, just say you're here.
I know Narrow's not here because he's busy like
Yeah,
away.
you can see. We can see on the camera.
I I would assume
I
everyone
was-
who is muted is not here.
Yeah, I assume Neren's
my-
probably
my
gone to go
whole-
make dinner because it's that sort of time for him.
Stacey just rolled.
She's
oh,
here,
Yeah,
but she's
I'm here. I forgot my mic was muted. 'cause
Honey.
I was
no
I'm
worries.
so sorry.
I said all I've been doing is I think I just went straight to sleep because I'm in
Fair.
a lot of pain still. Just
Everybody hurts.
everything.
Everything hurts. My owies have
Everybody
owies.
hurts.
Sometimes.
But not all,
All the time.
Posey or Kika, Kika, Care,
Okay.
and Krisha all have that moment of just going, "Who said that?" As Posey, you said that aloud. Like, did I do that? You guys eventually make your way back. You can ask Wittick when he gets back. So, Stacy, you earn for your efforts throughout the night from a boot, hat, or otherwise that got left at the front of the stage. You make 15 gold from your tapping.
15.
15!
Okay, cool.
1-5.
If they get back okay, I'm going back on the roof.
Assume position.
Just kind of give a thumbs up to the moon.
Like this fey gargoyle that just sat up there waiting with a crossbow.
Basically. That's basically what's happening. Got my hood up.
Posey waits for some motherfucker to come out not wearing a mask to go, put it on. I will shoot between 6 feet between you and another person. If you get hit, that means you are within 6 feet. So, we'll say that it retroactively gets presented to you guys that when he gets back down, Kika can talk with our boy Wittick about whatever she believes something may be, and we're going to take a quick break.
Cool. Break time.
Let's do it.
If you have a bit of downtime, feel free to chat, chill, and talk.
Hello, we're back. I have unmuted the stream.
Hello. So then, the party is winding down for the night. Those who are awake are sore and tired. Those who are somewhat awake are in bed going, can they stop playing music downstairs? Pillows wrapped around your heads. Really wish
Fair, I'm always awake.
Noises.
you made that choice.
I cast silence on my room for 10 minutes,
You have 10 minutes
Wow.
of. You have 10 minutes to zone the fuck out in.
so I can get to sleep in 10 minutes.
God,
Once
that's
my
the
sleep
real
on the front.
fantasy.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Well, that's
And
just
everything noisy.
that's just unbelievable.
Everyone loves using the second level spell slot to go to sleep.
We all
Totally.
would if we could.
Yep.
It's like, watch this. It's like, hey guys, check this out.
Isn't
What
there
are
a
you
sleep
doing?
spell that's like
Why are you
personal?
punching yourself to beat the shit out of you? Because now I'm tired and beaten up. I have low HP. Sleep. Pass the fuck out.
I do wonder if like magicians just like wizards and that, and there's big sorcerers in general just go, oh, I'm quite tired.
Some of them could, none of them would. Because that implies they have time where they're not busy doing something.
Sorcerer accidentally goes, I'm just gonna have a nap. Clicks the fingers, accidentally falls into a coma because they did it at like at a too high a level.
9th level sleep.
Wild magic.
Yep.
I feel
I can see a lot of they're at college and all that, and they go off to be teachers and all that sort of thing, and they come already 9th level spellcaster. It's like, finally, my dream
I
comes true.
feel-
Cast 9th level sleep on themselves, and like, that's it. They're not going waking up again. That's it.
I feel that this is one of those Discworld magic type situations in that you don't necessarily need to use magic for everything.
Yep. The importance of
Yeah,
wizards is
that's
not
the
to
blessing.
use.
Yeah,
The
you
important thing
can
for wizards
have
is
it.
not knowing when to use magic. It's when knowing not to use magic.
Use magic.
Which Agmorpork is notoriously bad for.
Yep. And also bloody stupid Johnson.
Yeah.
But I digress.
Oh, I have a thing. If no one.
Yeah. What
Real thing.
are the rest of you doing? Because Kika's going to spend her entire time with Kaok.
I'm just gonna try sleep and pass out.
Do you say the moon was on its way back?
Yes. You talked to the moon the night before?
I did, yeah, and it was a little in and out. Hey there.
Ew.
Did you do that? Can...
Kind of.
Cause I didn't think I could do that.
Do what? Just ask me, or?
No, back with the, you saw the thing.
Oh
with the
yeah,
dragon,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
And
That was cause and effect. You give, I give. That's how we work.
I mean, thank you. That's useful.
You are having a contemplation.
Yeah. Trying to work out.
Just
Staying
hold that
with
for
these
one.
people.
Hold that 1 second, Carls. Narrowway, you're hovering. What's up, buddy?
I'm probably not gonna be able to finish tonight.
Okay.
That's okay, my lad. We're going to hold off on some stuff till next session then.
Alright.
Okay.
Thank you.
Say, man.
See ya.
You know.
Love you.
Thanks.
He is busy.
Yeah.
Later.
He's busy being a busy boy and cooking, which is valid.
It's very good.
That's good. One must
You're
eat
struggling. You're struggling to stay. Thinking of sticking, or
No, 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 what I was, I don't know if staying with these people is my best chance, or if it's going to get me killed very quickly.
What if it was both?
Like
I mean, there's a
countdown
chance.
situation?
No, like there was a chance of both. It's probably your best chance, but also probably your best chance of getting killed. High risk, high reward. And think of the stuff we can do together. What we've already done, and you've already gotten things. Just imagine how much more we could do.
I mean, I also nearly got eaten by a dragon.
That's way
Wow,
less interesting.
dragons are exactly as bad as I thought they would.
That was a red. They are the notorious dicks of their creed.
All the ones I've seen in like books and stuff are always red.
That's mostly because stories need antagonists, and reds are really easy antagonists.
Yeah, you know.
If you hang out with a silver, they'll probably try to adopt you. A copper might just joke on you to the end of a day or pull a prank.
I also don't want that.
Brass are just
How many dragons are there?
Yes.
I don't know that much about dragons. I don't want to know much about dragons.
I tell you, dragons are really fun. And if you ever get the chance to just sit down with one and talk it out.
No, absolutely not.
Why not? Why wouldn't you be terrified of a dragon?
I am going to get eaten if I do that.
What if I told you you wouldn't be?
You make a compelling argument.
I'm very convincing.
I mean,
I can tell you right now, in all the places you've been, I'll tell you this. In all the places you've been so far, you've traveled into like some of the biggest cities in all of Faerun.
Yeah,
You've talked to one dragon.
I didn't really talk to the dragon. It mostly just tried to eat me.
You've talked to a dragon. I'm not telling you who.
I've talked to a dragon. I talked to a dragon. I don't know enough about dragons to dispute this. You'd tell me if it was...
You remember your little buddy that you met up in Carhold who could do his whole like shifty self?
Oh, Pam?
Like him. They're not always what you think they are.
Right, yeah, well, obviously.
I'm not telling you anymore.
Oh, but you would tell
no
me if it was...
fun.
If it was...
That's no fun.
Alright. I don't like knowing that.
But I do like you knowing that, because now you're pulling that face. Like I just made you eat a lemon.
I think I would prefer the lemon.
Lemons are good.
Are they?
Yeah. Depends on your taste.
Sour. What do you see from up there? Do you see... Is there anything I should know about that's about to come eat me? If there's a dragon about to eat me, I expect to know. You can see much more from up there than I can.
Hang on. Hold on. Oh, look! Yeah, I got you.
What?
Yeah, I got you.
I like it when you do that.
I do, though. Ah, come on. You know you owe me. Let me have my laughs. I'm still stuck in my prison. But hey.
Are you?
Yeah.
Do you want to come down here?
That's something I can't do. Rules are rules.
Rules also suck, though.
Don't they, though?
They
I
do.
wish all these rules could be just wished away.
Yeah, me too, bud. Me too.
You ever find a genie, do me a solid.
If I find a genie, I think a lot of things will change very quickly. Yeah, I guess I knew that. I'm sorry, though.
That's why we get along.
I hope watching me is something.
I live vicariously through not being trapped. I see you.
Okay. Gonna keep an eye out to see if game people or cold people try and shoot my friends again. But you stay.
I don't think there is. I think the dog ate a lot of them.
Oh, is he still here?
No. But when he was here, he ate a lot of people. So much for a hero.
Like to do that.
So much for a hero, am I right?
Yeah.
Him and that spider. Heroes. Killers. Killers that kill people for the good guys.
Did you really have to bring that up? That was a bit unnecessary, wasn't it?
They're a pair. Like shit in the stink.
Yeah, I know that. Look, I'm gonna just keep an eye out, okay?
You do you.
Good night, Moon.
Good night, Percy.
Big cloak.
Little Popo. And the moon goes quiet. Did you know that the sun is perpetually screaming? Ah!
I like how we have a literal lunatic in our party.
Hey.
Eh.
Lunacy is contagious.
It took so much energy to not say goodbye, goodbye.
Friends,
Good
goodbye.
friends, goodbye. Tomorrow.
Even our
Apparently
youngest
I've
here.
unintentionally just referenced about 8 things from the amount of people who messaged me variously, completely different references.
It's fine, me and Kay are just clustering in the background.
Clearly, I need to watch app into it. Show this watch app into a bear and just come with a root review. He's like, hey Posey,
means,
do you want to sing a bedtime?
By all means, ask Posey next time she's going to go talk to the moon to come with her.
And then I'm gonna just say, hey Posey, do you want to sing a bedtime song?
Someone will knock you off that roof. If it's not Posey, it'll be the force of the universe by me.
Just for sake of ease, and also you can tell me off if this is a weird thing, but I'm only saying it for flavor. Lo will probably catch up with Kayak at some point.
You will eventually have stopped performing and other bands and music will be playing along.
Yeah.
And then you can sit down along with Kika and himself. I believe King is still down.
Yeah, I won't go into
I'm
detail,
probably
but
playing chess with Riddick, but I'm available. I don't.
yeah,
Riddick-
but it will be
Riddick is upstairs playing chess with King.
yeah, it will be, as you said earlier, the catch up, going into full detail.
As someone with
Alongside
experience in this
Kika.
as well, he is high off his head, but it's off of painkillers. He is loopy. It is the leaning too far forward and like hovering. It's like, wait, no, I had a sentence. It's gone. And 5 minutes later, that was my sentence. And as he stopped everyone to talk, he goes, it's gone again. Damn.
What I was going to say for the sake of time, and as I said, flavor. Look, when Lo eventually goes back up to the room, he'll be up for a while, but preparing himself for sleep. But as he's doing so, he will probably cause some sort of using his minor illusion to make little figures of Kika, Journey, from what he remembers, and Posey, and he'll be sitting there just debating all of them, with his eyes darting from one to the other to the other.
Oh, well, that's just
Yeah.
beautiful, that is. As you feel a little weight on the side of your right shoulder.
Hello?
Hello? As you look over, and there's this tiny figure. You can see bright, at the base red, at the end of the wings pink winged fairy. Name's Puck. Pleasure to meet you. You can just see that he's got this almost like a poor man's suit is the only way I can describe it. Like little bits of patchwork along it. The gloves, there's definitely they're more like mitts than they are actual finger gloves. And the boot has like a portion of like the top of where the top of the toes are is almost like ripped off at the things. And how are you?
I'm good. A quick question. Funny old me. What side are you? The pink or the red?
I'm under management of a new one for about it's only been about 600 years, so I'm on the red for a little bit.
Ah, new gig. Cool.
Still getting my grips with it.
I'm kind of freaking out right now. I'll give you that, dude. Give me a sec.
Well,
Okay.
pleasure to meet you. Kind of freaking out, dude. Got it to give it to you. Give me a sec. My name is Buck.
It's low.
No.
Loyalty.
I know your loyalty. I'm ribbing you. You're the new kid. It's just like elbows your cheek. And you can tell he's like putting as much effort as he can in, but it's like literally as if someone was like put their finger against your cheek.
So, what brings you to my neck of the
Neck of your neck, actually, because I'm leaning against it. As he like kind of like takes his hand back, you can just see a top hat just apparates in his hand as he just pops it on his head. His eyes are like these. Just there is no color; they're just white with the pupil. That is it. There is no unique color to it or anything. It's just white and black. Well, I've been sent to give you a hand on keeping an eye on things. And whenever you need just a little nudge, I'll just like nudge you towards the things she might want you to take a look at. Because I can't exactly be the greatest, what's the best word? Force of personality. But I can make someone like you do more. If you'll have me.
Sure, if you'll have me.
And at this point, he's just like fluttering just in front of you, just like a little of the wings. Bless you.
Bless you.
I'll definitely have all the time to hang out with you, sir. And he kind of just like leans, his feet are pressed against your like nose as he just kind of like leans back, almost like he's like pinned against like the back of a wall as he's flying in place, with his feet against you. Yeah, I'll definitely hang out here as long as you need me. I think the fancy word that some of you mortals use is a familiar, so I'll just be doing this for a bit.
Cool, so we're gonna be familiar. I get it.
That was terrible.
I'm trying, dude, I'm trying.
And trying is half the battle.
Look. Puck, is it? Okay. What do you make of this? Okay. Because
you kind of just pointed at your whole thing, so.
He's actually. I'm sorry. He's actually pointing to the sort of little minor illusion.
He like leans back. His feet are still on your nose. He like leans all the way back till he's like got this kind of like curvature to him. Oh well, no, that's what I said when I came in. That's just the cutest thing. And it's just that cutest little thing.
mean, is this her doing again, or is it?
What, the feelings?
Yeah. I mean,
Trust me,
I mean,
she doesn't need to influence you much. You got a bit of the lost puppy in you.
I mean, her it makes sense. And he's pointing to the finger of Posey, but then he's pointing to
Well,
the.
yeah, that's just means you got good tastes.
But him.
That just means you got good taste, but that's like saying, oh, I like myself a lovely salad that's got all these wonderful little dressings, but then also I like a big steak. You can like both. They're both different tastes. It's your preferences.
That's never happened before, as far as I can remember.
You've been in the Feywild, boy. Trust me, it definitely happened at least once. You might not remember it, but you've been in the Feywild with her. Nah.
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 Nah. Nah. Nah.
Nah.
Nah.
Nah.
Nah. Help!
I'm trying. I'm new here. What do you expect? Honestly, I've never had to come into the sexuality question with someone this early into the relationship, but here we are.
I mean, you were there a while.
I've been here 2 minutes.
Oh.
I'm saying hi to you for the first time.
Sorry. And his face is in his hands and just. I appreciate the help, my dude.
Ah, you're fine. You're fine. You just got like the smallest pat on the top of your head. You're learning. You've been someone else for so long. You've been someone else's idea for so long. You're trying to figure yourself out.
Yeah, but I'm not entirely sure whether the person I'm figuring out is what she bloody wanted, or is what they bloody want, or.
Now. You're missing the most important question here, Mr. Felix. What do you want?
So you figured that out, huh? As well, did you?
No, I got a sheet. I got a folder with all your details in it.
What else you got in there?
A cookie?
Sticky note that says, "Dear God, help him."
That could be stuck on anybody.
Him, her, them. I've also got a cookie in here. It's just like pulls out the smallest cookie. For him, it's like, proper like ha.
Neat. You gotta teach me that at some point.
Absolutely not.
Okay.
I refuse to show you how to pull a cookie out of anywhere. I did that once, and I regret it still.
Okay, that's a story we're going back to later.
No.
No.
No. So, you're showing me her. Yeah, makes sense. You're showing me him. Yeah, makes sense. What the other one?
You said that you were under new management?
No. I know who she is. It's more a thing of, why is she there with them?
She reminds me of someone.
Oh, it's the love of friendship. That's adorable. I'm gonna go hurl.
Not friendship. I barely remember him, but I think I had a sister once.
Oh. That wasn't in the memoir.
As I said, I'm not even entirely sure if this is a real memory or a her memory or a what memory. I'm not even entirely sure.
Well, I tell you what. We ever think we find someone who might be your sister, and at this point, he's leaning on your forehead, and he's like leaning down to look you like he's upside down, looking you in the eyes. We ever and just like hand holding that top hat to head. We ever find your sister? I tell you what, we think we find her. We'll do some serious investigation, and then we're gonna find her.
Be careful those false sister memories.
Just this ancient plague doctor poking his head through the window.
Resurrecting a long dead ghost right there.
Oh.
Careful of dead sisters and fake sisters. It's like, heh. Sure, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. And I'll probably be hanging along a little more, and your friends will see me too. So, ain't none of them gonna get kooky about this. Well, who am I kidding? I've seen your friends. They'll see me and go, more family.
Watch that mouth there, mate.
Hey, my itty bitty mouth already taking you off. I'm not even here 10 minutes. That's a record. I don't like cats. Make sure that cat don't get in that door.
Oh, that bloody tabaxi's here again.
The drunken tabaxi, yeah. Downstairs. And he gets thrown out the door like Will's friend from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Oh!
What, Jazzy Jeff?
Mm-hmm.
Give me a second, dude. Give me a second, dude. If you're
One.
saying that,
Done.
I mean, you're staying the night, obviously. Look, let me see what I can do. It takes sort of little scraps of fabric and starts making a sort of little bed thing on the side. Look, just tell me what you need right now. I mean.
Okay. And like he just like puts, as you're like trying to work, he like puts a hand on like both of your index fingers. Okay, I can see why she like stuck around with you because you got a kid. But and he just like snaps his fingers and a little bed just like poofs onto your like bedside counter. I'm good. And there's a moment where he spins and all the clothes just apparate onto the top of the bed post, and then he is in like just the star covered nightgown with the little hat and into bed.
Okay, that's snazzy. I approve of that.
Damn right.
I approve of that.
I only work with women with aesthetic.
Yes. Okay. I'll probably be up a little longer, dude. I'll try not to keep you up.
Are you trying to stay up or do you want to go to bed?
He'll be. Is this Puck saying this or is it you?
Fuck.
I need more time to think.
I'll go be here in case you need a chat, but I'm just gonna lie in. I'll be here though.
Okay, just give me a yell if you need any bedtime snacks or whatever.
No, purple cookies out of nowhere. I'm good.
Okay, cool.
He like reaches underneath the bed and like the equivalent of like a 50 pence. He just like pulls out a cookie. He just goes, "I'm good for the night." But the equivalent of 50 pence size for you, which for him is gigantic, because he is literally like all of 2 or 3 inches tall. Like he's like maybe the size of your pinky finger. And with that, we're gonna end the session, and everyone levels up.
What? Nani?
Oh damn! I better get my book.
I hadn't even thought about what I was going to do for a level up.
7th level. I know what that means. I get exactly one new thing.
Okay, he's excited.
Achoo.
Nice, Kay. That's not bad.
Not bad.
Self that.
Might as well get that done while we're here.
Can I tell you something that I probably shouldn't have been thinking about
I'll take
Go
it.
on.
when
Halfway.
we were talking about the familiar thing?
I'll take it.
Mm-hmm.
I actually pictured them as a stag beetle because pun.
No. He's got bug wings, but he is basically
I know. I know.
But you don't have a beetle, but you do have a Jeremy Cricket.
Yeah, Jiminy Cricket.
The minute you guys were like, this thing was like, oh, I'm Puck. I'm like shit, you are.
You came in like, wait a minute.
Fuck about and find out.
In Blue's chat, I was like, fuck.
You were like, no, not him.
No.
Shit.
No.
None of us are there. None of us are in the room.
We are not doing a Midsummer Night's Dream right now.
Well, you do know that Lo is essentially inspired by Midsummer's Night's Dream.
Yeah, I
right?
know.
Yeah.
It's just
If you
not
get
had to
turned into
encounter
a donkey,
Puck yet.
I'm not saving you.
No, he's already got turned into a stag. God damn it.
Well, God knows he's already an ass.
Hey! Good night, everybody.
Good night.
We're on level 7.
Woo!
We'll catch you guys next
This is
week
what
while
Shakespeare wanted.
Take care.
we spend the next 2 hours talking about our levels up. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.